Okay, so here is part 2 of this HP computer that was brand new in box, and I just want to verify that it actually works and give you a walk around. Okay, so up front we do have, a DVD-ROM. It's not the Blu-ray, not a Blu-ray drive. That's okay. Still a DVD RW. This one here is blank. You slide this down, squeaky noise. So you have your card reader, two USB 2.0s right here. This will slide back up, and this still has a plastic wrap protecting it on here. Like I mentioned in the unboxing, we got the Beats Audio. I don't know if that makes a difference. I think it's just software based, not hardware based. I'm going off the two laptops I had in the past. They sound identical. So here is a side panel. You can see the hard drive. Everything looks physically fine on here. So then we'll go to the back. And from the back you can see, well, it's a front back, I guess you could say. We have two USB 3s on the front, a microphone and a headphone, and right before the little logo for a headset is the Beats Audio logo right here. So it has a little red circle with the B in the middle of it. Like I said, in laptops that I had that had that feature, two identical ones. The ones with Beats Audio usually had NVIDIA graphics to them. That was the difference, but that has nothing to do with Beats Audio. And then they would have a sub. So the one that said Beats Audio would have a little sub, like a 1-inch sub on it. And the other one that looked basically identical, but didn't have Beats Audio with it, wouldn't have that sub to it. But if you hooked it to external speakers, they both sounded identical. Maybe they did something with the BIOS so it knows that it's a Beats Audio thing, and you couldn't download the Beats Audio software onto a standard computer. So then we have a standard size power supply. This metal looks brand new. That's what I'm saying. You compare it to an older one, this will be kind of discolored even if it's clean. And then we have the audio, which if you look at normal boards that have better audio on than a standard one, that's 7.1 surround. This is just basic sound here. So then you got two USB 3.0s right here, a DVI, VGA, 4 USB ports, and an Ethernet cable. And I can see into the fan. It's dust free. So turn this sideways, and we'll undo the side panel. Seems to be undone. We'll set this off to the side. I did clean that monitor that it come with. It obviously wasn't originally with this, but I did clean it off because it looked pretty terrible. So then what we have inside, we have one stick of RAM, we have two slots, we have a PCI 16X lane here, and then 1, 2, 3 1X slots here, and we do have an mSATA connector, port here, so you could put an mSATA in here. We have the Wi-Fi down here, so maybe it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Like I mentioned, two RAM slots. This should be an 8 gig. Looking up what HP says this has, it says it has an i7. It has two different CPUs that it could have. One's an i7 4770, and the other one's an i7 4771, which I have never had a computer with the i7 with the 4771 in it. If you had one, tell us in the comments below. And what was it? Was it an HP? Was it a Dell? Was it custom made? I have never seen one. I haven't even looked at one. Maybe they sell them on eBay. And what's the difference between the two, or is there anything different? Then we have our hard drive. Okay, and one thing I just looked at, this is opposite. There's a standard SATA plug here. You plug this into hard drives or DVDs. This is opposite. So if this was, if this was considered female, this would be male. It's actually opposite. I could plug this into here. And this is right off the SATA cable. This is on the same line as this one. I never seen that either. So if you have seen what is this for? You know what this is for? let us know, because I have no idea. It's opposite. It's like the same part you would see like on this hard drive right here. This is a connector. That connector's right there inside there. Unhook this because I want to show you this drive before I even mention it. So we'll set this sideways. You know, I put my fingers up here. There's no dust on there, and there's a gap between here. Usually, no matter how good people clean them, if they don't remove them, there's dust on it. No dust. The board is got that shiny. It's a green board, but it has that shininess to it, so it is brand new. It obviously seems like it, or someone did an amazing job cleaning it to make it look like it was never used. So then, see if their website's right. So far everything's checking out that I can visually see. So we have an 8 gig stick of RAM. I don't know if that's gonna focus in there. Can it not focus in there? That's not lock it. But there is an 8 gig stick of RAM in it, which is nice. So this could be easily upgraded to 16 if someone wanted to put a better video card in here. Obviously it's standard because we have a 24 pin and an 8 pin, so it is standard for a power supply. So you could upgrade the power supply in it to put a better video card in it and 8 gigs of RAM. So just check this hard drive. So far I can see it is a Kevlar blue 1 terabyte hard drive. So the RAM and the hard drives was right. So then it just, you know, my fingerprint on there. So we do have a 1 terabyte hard drive. It's, like I said, Kevlar blue. Manufacture date December 17, 2013. Yes, it's an older system, but this the i7 4770 does a really still a good job, you know. Still does really nice, you know. Yeah, natively it won't support Windows 11, and this is another downside of this computer is, you know, Windows, unless there's another workaround, you technically can't upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10 anymore for free. So if this system is truly brand new, it will just have Windows 7 on it. So we'll put the side panel back on. Yeah, I'm doing 2 things that I would consider a no that you shouldn't do. I'm testing it with an unknown monitor and an unknown computer, so just because it doesn't show an image doesn't mean that the system isn't booting. It might be the monitor. It's a known good cable, because that's the only thing that was missing was a VGA cable. Power cord for this and a VGA cable. We got, you know, like I showed again. So I tore the box, it was just a shame. I messed the box up myself. But we got the brand new keyboard, brand new mouse, cord, and, you know, this booklet, you know, the manual and stuff telling you what you need to do. And we got the discount here. You can see here, if you see that code, go ahead, try to use it. It says expires on 5/31/2014. So yeah, this system is 10 years old. Well, more than 10 years old by this expiration date. More than 10 years old, you know. Did I say that drive was? I don't remember. I thought I said it was 2015. What? Huh. I had to open that because I'm sure the hard drive said 2015 on it. That means that was already out of date before the hard drive? (2013). Okay, yeah, you're probably in the comments like, dude, man, you said 2013. Okay, yeah, so this can, you know, that drive is 11 years old. Let's flip this back around. And another thing, what do you think? Is that, so we'll have VGA cable, we'll hook in this VGA cable, since this monitor only has VGA out. So we'll hook VGA out, testing two unknown things at the same time. I'll do my keyboard and mouse even. I'm expecting this is new and shouldn't get any farther than the startup page or whatever. So plug that in. Hopefully we don't get no errors like they try to power it up and whatever. Wait, turn the monitor on. I did clean this up off camera because it was terrible. It had streaks and stuff all on it. So you just try this again. Hit the power button. Since everything is hooked in, we have the monitor, keyboard, and mouse, and that hooked in. So hit the power button. So we're starting in the Windows 7. And that logo probably came up because I did hook this in. This is like the second take, but I didn't see if the computer worked because I forgot I didn't have my VGA cable. And like seriously, and I accidentally I plugged in the power cord and all this stuff, and I hit the power button on accident, and then I had to turn it off because I had no monitor hooked up to it. But yeah, so we get into where it just says this part here. Is there a way to shut this off from here? Because obviously if I hit this and turn it off, hard turn it off like I just did earlier on the first take, it's going to give that message. So we're on the starting logo. So we have Windows 7. That looks like, it looks pretty terrible. 6. Was on manual instead of auto. Okay, that's weird. Just take this down a little bit. Okay, hopefully that's clearer. And then can I not zoom in? My tripod's locked too. So you can see here the monitor looks really nice. You know? It is a 720p monitor. So then we have, you know, all the normal stuff. Windows 7 Home Premiere, and then it's asking you to set your computer up. I'm not going to do that, at least now. When I list this, I'm going to list it as a brand new inbox. I'll probably test it with a different hard drive in it to see, you know, like my utility disk and stuff, to actually see if it has what i7 it has in there. I think HP is F9. Just do that now anyways. I feel like doing that now. There isn't that long of a video, but there's no way to cut this off. There's like, I want us to be like, no, I don't want to do this right now, buddy. Where's my power button? There's a back button. Set up Windows. Yeah, like there's like, no, I don't want to do this right now. So just, and I can already tell this button is designed, like they set it to go to sleep if you hit the power button. So we'll get that weird little message. So just try to boot off of this. I'll walk on the other side. I'll unhook the hard drive to make sure we don't have an issue, because I don't want to boot into that drive. Obviously, if this is truly brand new, I'm gonna, you know, promote it like that. Like, I'm gonna list it as that. That's kind of not what I wanted to do, but someone's gonna get basically a brand new Windows 7 PC. Weird, right, to say? In this kind of era, would you find one? So I hooked the hard drive. I will hook that in later on to an external dock on my computer to read how many hours are actually on that drive. Obviously I have a couple minutes on it because I accidentally turned it on without a monitor hooked up. So we'll run this to USB 3, see if this boots in. Oh man, that's tight. That's tight. Like serious, you could tell these ports were never used. Okay, so we'll try this again. Power's hooked in, everything's good. Hopefully it boots to the utility. Hit the power button, because I want to verify, since I'm not starting up and activating Windows, I want to verify that it actually has an i7 4770. I don't see why it wouldn't, but maybe a fluke we have the 4771. You know, everything that you've seen, at least the startup part worked and functioned. And the monitor looks decent for, you know, just a 720p monitor. So it's gonna be like 1366 by 768 or something, 762. Oh man, I can't even think right now. 763, something like that for resolution. We are starting up into the utility. Obviously, it's putting usage on this computer, booting this still. But I just want to see actually what CPU we actually have. We know we have 8 gigs of RAM. We know I have a 1 terabyte hard drive. We can see that physically. We just can't see physically the CPU. Yeah, the monitor actually looks really nice. Like, yeah, darkness is really down. So I don't know how long. I keep forgetting I zoom in and I keep forgetting to zoom out. But you can see the monitors up and running. So all you were doing for a couple minutes, I'll edit. I guess I'll edit that part out. So you'll see what we... Task Manager on here won't really show too much. Just go into utilities. Where is it? System tools. We can go. Let's see, right here. I kind of don't like this program, but I guess everyone likes it. Hopefully you can kind of see that pretty good. It's still too bright. And it's not even starting it. Where did it just closed. That's why I don't like it. It just closed out on me. It never it was, I only have used it a couple times since I used CPU-Z and all that. So we only have go auto with it. Kind of clean it up. Yeah, you probably can't see what it is. So you just try to, yeah, well, can't really bring the monitor closer, but we do have Intel Core i7 4770 run at 3.4 gigahertz. The CPU temperature is low. We're like 27, 26 is jumping from 26 to 27 C. I'm guessing the ambient's like 73 Fahrenheit in here. I don't know, Celsius. So it is Friday. It is Friday the 23rd. Yeah, everything, even the monitor looks pretty clean. Like graphics. It just says basic drivers because we don't have it. And we're at current resolution. So the resolution is 1366 by 768. Yeah, I have no idea on this program how to change resolution because I don't change resolutions on this in this program. But yeah, it is a 720p monitor. It does look decent. The camera's not going to pick it up, but it does look pretty decent. There's nothing really else I could say about this computer. So we do have, you know, the RAM. We have, it's showing 8 gigs of RAM. CPU wise, we're showing the i7 4770. Operating system, obviously it's telling the operating system that we're running off of now, so it's saying Windows 10 on here. So yeah, audio, it just says high def audio device. So there's like, if this program's picking it up right, there's no custom audio or nothing to it. Why Beats Audio is on it, just maybe they paid money for HP to use it to try to promote their headsets. I don't know. It's a basic computer. Like a laptop's different. It can have a sub in it. This one doesn't. But yeah, I'm gonna call it at that. I'll have to re-edit some of this stuff out where you're just zoomed in and showing the monitor for no reason. I forgot to zoom back out because I did unhook the hard drive, so it doesn't try to reboot from that hard drive again. But yeah, everything seems to be fine on this system. It's running. Hard drive's not hooked in now, because I unhooked it. I could see what the hours on it if I had it left hooked in. But yeah, just I'm gonna call it at that. So yeah, the system works. So if you had one of these systems or know someone that has a system, leave that in the bottom comments below. You know, like, was this a good system? Should I boot into the OS and set it up? Should I just, you know, repost this for sale as a brand new computer? Also leave that in the comments below, you know. Okay, and call it the end of this video because the system's working. Thank you for watching.